So, with that note, we are here to explore the art of teamwork. Thank you for setting the context. So, why is everything called art? Art of cooking, art of questioning, art of storytelling. There is even the teachers even say art of discipline. Now there is art of living as well. So, some time ago when I was doing my fellowship, I asked this question to Sri Vidya ma'am, who's with us. Why is everything called art? And then she told me, it is called art because art looks at being a lifelong learner. It is about enjoying the process, not just focusing on the finish point, but enjoying the process while we continue to learn from our mistakes, correct ourselves, and progress towards perfection. So, if you also look at the word art, the origin of the word, it means skill, but with a it also conveys a connotation of beauty. So let us all explore the art of teamwork, which Swami has time and again reiterated on unity. So for today's satsang, uh, we'll have it in three segments. The first session we have with us Srividya ma'am, uh, who's who doesn't need any introduction, but apart from being an active volunteer, she's also an accomplished artist. With her, we have Sister Sudeshna, who is also an active volunteer with Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini. She's also done her fellowship in Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini, Macharila's school. For the second segment, we have Brother Sai Sanjay and Sister Sai Shruti. They have also been actively volunteering for the multimedia team. Both of them have been learning Carnatic music for the past 12 to 13 years. So they'll be sharing their insights on music and lessons learned from music. The third segment and the final segment will be on dance, which is going to be by Sister Padma Venkat and Sister Amrita Menon from Kuwait. Sister Padma Venkat has been associated with Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini since its inception. Sister Amrita also has volunteered with Vidya Vahini. She's also an accomplished dancer. The first set of speakers, Sri Vidya ma'am and Sudeshna, will be presenting on the topic visual arts. Over to you, Sri Vidya ma'am.
Sairam Divya, thank you so much. Sairam Karuna ma'am for setting the context. Sairam everyone, offering myself at the divine lotus feet of Bhagwan. Very grateful to Swami and Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini for giving us this opportunity.
Saram everyone, offering myself at Swami's lotus feet. Very thankful to Swami and Sri Satyasai Vidya Vahini team for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
I hope you all are able to see my screen. Sudeshna, just confirm if you're able to see the screen.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
So with the grace and blessings of Swami, Sudeshna and I are here to do some self-reflection, some loud thinking, and relate visual arts to teamwork. We all got close and connected to Vidya Vahini as it gave us a platform to express our creativity. At least for those of us who are presenting on today's session, this was what pulled us to Vidya Vahini. So today we are here to share with you all what Swami has inspired in us to gain insight from our participation in Vidya Vahini. We are going to do this short discussion or this short presentation, satsang, using doodle art and cartoons. So please join us on this visual journey. Hope and pray you all enjoy this creative journey to explore the art of teamwork.
Yes. I'm sure you all will unanimously agree with me when I say being part of Sri Satyasai Vidya Vahini is all about teamwork. We may lead teams or coordinate or volunteer in a team, but irrespective of the role that we play, we all unanimously work to achieve the set goal of the team. Team. Together, everyone achieves more.
Together, everyone achieves more. Is this journey and achievement only external, or does it also take us on an internal journey? Something that enables us to grow and blossom as human beings. Some self reflection and some thinking aloud. We are just going to place these questions. These are more questions that myself and Sudeshna are asking ourselves. Am I part of the team or apart from the team?
Do I see the potential or see the past?
Am I part of the solution or part of the problem?
Is it all about I or we?
Do I see it as a competition or collaboration?
Ma'am, I remember very well during our fellowship training times, especially the orientation that you used to give on Sameep and Spandana. You used to beautifully correlate the art with every aspect as a duty of a fellow. And that really used to make us inspire and keep getting back to the fine arts. And that in fact made us to reflect self-reflection and communication. So ma'am, how do we relate teamwork to art? I remember in one of the team building sessions that you have always mentioning about to keep these 4 points in mind. That is collective identity, inclusion, trust, and constructive tension. Is it?
Yes, Sudeshna. Now let's first explore what is collective identity. Collective identity is nothing but the shared sense of belonging. Each team coherently works to achieve the objective, and all teams coherently work to achieve the vision of Vidyavahini, to progress towards the vision. In SSSVV, we have to work in teams to achieve time bound objectives. We play multiple roles. We sometimes are part of more than one team. However, all teams must collectively achieve the goal and vision of Vidyavahini.
Yes, ma'am, very true. I think I can relate this well with a way we merge or gradient colors when we paint. It's not just like one single color stands out, but it is the group of colors that has blended so well to make a very good art piece. Even when we try to, use the contrast colors to outline, I'm sure every painter will always merge it and doesn't make any time as so dominant, is it?
Yes, an expert painter is the one who merges and blends the colors so perfectly well that all that you are able to see is the object or what you want to represent through the merge of colors. The colors don't stand out, but what you represent through the colors is what stands out. Collective
Yes.
identity is everything about teamwork, how each team works coherently, and all teams sync together to work towards the vision. The next most important aspect of the art of teamwork is inclusion. It's about respecting and valuing the contribution of every member and making them feel included. We need to guide them, we need to mentor them so that they learn and they start doing perfectly what they have signed up for. We need to leverage on their strengths and each member to help them to focus on the progress. To enable inclusion, there needs to be transparency and communication to all. Communication on time. It is very important to communicate on time. Otherwise, it is just information. We need to communicate to the point. Vidyavahini is full of processes, so we need to clarify process till everybody understands and everybody relates to the process. We need to simplify. What may be simple for you and me may not be simple to everybody else. So the communication should enable simplifying processes, simplifying what we need to communicate. And more importantly, inclusion is all about being approachable. How approachable every member in the team are and how approachable the team leads are. Most of the time, we talk about 4W1H or 5W1H. So, is it just about what? Most of the time, what you're saying or what you're trying to communicate or what you're trying to build may be correct. But is it not always also about who, where, when, why, and most importantly, how? It's
Yes,
not.
ma'am.
So we need to we need to pause and we need to think, is it only about the what or is it about the 5W and 1H?
Yes, ma'am. I think this I can relate very much with the watercolor paintings. The most important aspect of any watercolor painting and what makes a watercolor painting more brilliant is the way we use transparency. Even though there are several layers that we use, there is complete transparency in the watercolor painting. The main thing about any good painting is the perspective, how the artist builds the distance, focus of light, depth, etc. etc. It is, I feel, the awareness and being able to see from all the perspectives is what makes it happen.
So true, Sudeshna. Good painting technique is all about subtly filling the gaps and not making the gaps obvious. After all, painting is all about that. So, inclusion is about respecting, valuing every member of the team, mentoring them to perform their roles well, total transparency, good communication, and not just selective information, and most importantly, the 5W1H aspect, why in every aspect. Next important aspect of art of teamwork is trust. Trust is knowing that you can be vulnerable without being pulled up or put down or hurt. Trust is about feeling safe, knowing that you'll be guided and you can always reach out for help. Trust means no fear. You can express or make mistakes without the fear of repercussions. When one is in this kind of environment, they start trusting themselves. And when you trust yourself, you are more confident. And a confident person always delivers better.
Yes. Every masterpiece had been created from the space of expressing freely. I think this point I can very much relate with everything that we used to do when we were in Swami's Institute. There were so many avenues that has given for us to bring out our creativity, be it making Ganesha structures or decorating our altars or making cards for Swami, for everything, or even the annual sports and cultural meet. We could do such fabulous things only because of the trust that Swami and teachers had put on us. Even though we were all amateurs, we could try to present our things like professionals, isn't it? The trust made us first trust ourselves, and that has eventually gained confidence in us, and it has brought out the best.
Yes, Sudeshna. Trust Swami. After all, we are in the team because he put us there. When we function from an environment of trust, there is no fear and we deliver quality because we are confident. The next most important aspect of the art of teamwork is constructive tension. Most of the time, we are in teams where we are under pressure or we have to face tension. When it is about the vision and there is inclusion and we work as a collective unit and there is trust, there is a foundation of trust among the team members, we can turn tension into a constructive force. We are always trying to meet deadlines. We are trying to deliver quality on time. We always work in an assembly line kind of a system. One has to finish for the other to start. There is so much of dependency on members within the team. We have the tension of always upgrading our knowledge and skill. Tension can be made constructive with proper planning, accepting differences, and most importantly, patience.
Yes, very true, ma'am. I think this I can relate very much with working with mixed media, isn't it? You know, every media brings a strength to the board, and that makes a brilliant piece of art. And I think this is how we used to work for the various events and the presentations that we do to Swami. The system always enabled leveraging on the strengths of various students, and that has eventually brought out the best in each one of us. You know, there would be so many tensions like working with the limited resources or the time factor, it not compromising on the quality. But I'm sure somehow all these tensions only made us work more better as a team especially, and I truly believe it's a constructive tension.
Yeah, that is why I also love doing Indian traditional art. Every form of Indian traditional art, Indian folk art, is all about working with mixed media. There is bound to be constant tension, but if there is collective identity, inclusion, and a true sense of trust, the team members will actually enjoy the tension and it will become a productive and constructive one. Yes, we are on a journey. We need to reach a destination. But what is most important is the company.